All right, so welcome back to the Lifted Blacks podcast. It's been a while for
Yeah.
all of our 5 listeners.
How we have like 24? We up there.
We got to promote it now.
We
I
double
guess.
digits now. We have dozens of people listening to us.
That's true. Dozens.
At least.
At least 2 dozen.
But yeah, it's been. When's the last time we even did the episode? I don't even remember.
It was before. It was before COVID and all that.
Well, anyway, we'll try. I guess. Well, you're in control now.
Yeah.
So, you were in control last time technically, but
I wasn't editing though, so.
yeah. So now we'll have production value, and I want to see graphics, and I want to see intros and music and breakdowns and cutaways, and
I'm gonna do all that. I'm gonna start slow though.
Anyway, so we had the pandemic. I don't really want to.
Had it?
Yeah. We in the pandemic. Everybody know we in the pandemic.
Yeah.
They watching us probably also in the pandemic.
Exactly.
Everybody's a participant.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really opt out of it.
Yeah.
Except the people in Orange County, they opted out. The niggas said, "I'm done."
Right.
Mask is
Yeah, we went on that hike, bro, and it's like not a mask in sight. It was like it wasn't even a thing.
Yeah, they decided it's over. So
I don't think it ever started for them.
apparently, you could just do that. You could just be like, "Nah."
They call it the Florida of
It's like
Florida of California.
Amir, just all done, all done.
No, but yeah. I mean, we just. I think we tried to. Well, at least for me, I tried to use it as an excuse not to do the podcast. In my mind, like that's why we weren't doing it because of the pandemic. So, and like I shoot mostly events, so I didn't really have anything to shoot, which means I didn't have anything to talk about.
Yeah.
And so,
Well, I mean, yeah. Some people, I don't know, like that, like creative, no sleep Twitter was just like, if you don't come out of this pandemic a master of something, then you wasted your time. And I kind of just was chilling. Like I did some stuff,
yeah,
but for the most part, I feel like I've slowed down, like on like my personal projects and my YouTube channel and everything. But I'm just chilling. I see it as just like a recharge.
yeah.
So I don't really think it's bad. Like not everything has to be. It's just this capitalist society that we live in. Everything has to be about productivity.
Yeah. I mean,
Freaking
we still
capitalism.
like we still did some things. I mean, luckily it didn't affect us as much as it has like some other people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So like, grateful for that. But as far as shooting, I did a few things. Some people were still trying to make videos and have photo shoots and stuff during the pandemic, but
Yeah,
for the most part, I mean, it kind of slowed all the way down.
I did a couple. I'm still on my cute family stuff.
Yeah.
So I did a couple of shoots, mainly just for friends though. I wasn't really trying to link up with like strangers. But.
Yeah.
And then the friends I did shoot with, like I knew that they were like also kind of scary.
Yeah.
So it's like
They careful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to. I was still haven't like linked up, and people still be trying to give me like problems about it. But I mean, like I still go visit my parents and go see Granny and stuff. So I'm like, I'm not trying to. I don't want to be on no list.
Nah,
Who got COVID? Oh, Corey. Corey was just.
I feel you.
So
I've actually, I got tested for it twice and don't have it. So
I feel like your test is my test.
right.
Because if you don't got it, I don't got it. And if you do have it,
I feel like after I got the test, everybody around me just breathed a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
Like, "Whew, okay, that means I don't have it.
Yeah. So.
What's next on the?
So I mean, we kind of talked about it in terms of using the pandemic as creative time, and one way you could do that is basically like investing in yourself. So like, I guess you could say like me recharging is kind of like a way to invest in myself, but also like monetarily, you can invest.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to talk about like how do you invest, or I guess like how do we invest in our craft, in your business and all that kind of stuff, and just like how it's funny about like how you can rationalize like
Anything
in terms of cost.
Right.
This is money is no object.
Yeah, that's kind
when
of.
you can write it off.
It's kind of exactly.
Everybody's acting like write-offs. It's,
Yeah.
just like, it's free. That was
Yeah.
basically free.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, you can write it off. Yeah.
So what kind of stuff have you been like investing in
Oh man.
that you would like to share with the dozen people?
Right.
With the dozens. That's what we should start calling it.
With the dozens.
We should call it with the dozens. What kind of
Nah. What have I got lately? I've been building out a video rig. For what I don't.
You gotta include a clip of it. You just built this beastly rig for no, because his short was coming up. He's like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and buy a movie rig.
I shot a short for a family member who's an actor. So
Your first time.
right. In anticipation of the shoot, I was just like, well, I might as well just go ahead and build this thing out because I'm doing video now.
Yeah. I got
And I've made
video,
it. I've made enough money from video
right
to do it. So everything after this will be profit, right? Or profitable.
It's paying for itself, really.
Yeah, it's already paid for itself.
It's free when you think about it.
It is. It's money I didn't have before that I have now that I no longer have.
You know what I think
So I'm
about,
back to where I started.
in terms of that, though, what stops me from like kind of going ham is always like I could invest this, especially because we've been like during the pandemic we've been.
But
on
I
our
also
Robinhood
did that.
No,
I did. I invested.
wait, no, I'm
I
talking
bought
about
that
like,
stock.
So I was watching this YouTuber Graham Steven, something like that.
Mhm.
Anyway, he's just like some YouTuber, so he's rich, whatever.
Okay.
And he was talking about he got a Tesla, and he was saying
I love
that
how you say Tesla.
you funny. So he got one, and then instead of getting the full self driving, which is like $5,000, he
Yeah.
invested it at the time, and now that $5,000 is worth $41,000 now.
Sheesh.
And so with that kind of stuff, it's always just like, man, that's investing.
Yeah.
That's I forgot why I even brought that up.
Because we were talking about like investing versus buying.
Oh
versus
yeah,
spending.
so it's like I could do it. Like it's like, oh, I could buy like I want a new computer, and it's like, okay, I want the Mac Pro.
But that's different though.
No, it's not.
You
How?
always want a new computer.
But yeah,
Like every time a new computer comes, you're like, I got
the Apple event September
need
20.
it.
Yeah, the 22nd. I'm probably gonna get a new computer. Just
pre-order.
But I mean, like you look at it the same way. Where it's
What are the
just
specs?
like, okay,
It doesn't matter. Is it new?
I buy it.
That's the only
and
spec you
my
care about.
My computer is 3 years old, man. So it's about that time.
Okay. It's not 3 years old.
It is. It's 2017. I got it in 2000. I
No,
think
you
June.
didn't, because I got mine in 2017.
Pull it up. I just was talking to Karen about it. It's 2017.
I got mine at the end of 2017. You got yours after me. No.
It says it. Well, that's what year it is. I might not have. It might. It's 3 years old. I'll put it that way. I might not have bought it 3 years ago, but I know it's 3 years old.
Okay.
I get okay.
This out.
But I think that's always like the thing, right? Where it's just like, okay, I can invest it in myself, like in me, or I can like buy more like gear, invest in my craft. Because also stuff like I got a Skillshare account,
Right.
not sponsored, but obviously every YouTuber is sponsored by them niggas. So I was just like, let me just try it out. I have not watched a single thing.
Oh my god.
I think I bought the year because it was like, oh, well, this is just write off. So it was literally that thing, and I'm like, well, it's just write off. It was free anyway. So I was like, got a year subscription, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch something eventually.
Clown.
Yeah, basically. So that's me trying to invest like in myself. Like I buy books. Like you said, like I just put it on the shelf.
Yeah. Literally takes them out the box,
you were there when I opened one.
unboxes the books, and puts them on the shelf. Never touches them.
No,
again.
I'm reading one right now. You're trying to play me. I'm reading one. I'm reading one called The Creative. I have it on my nightstand. We read. It's about like how the guy, I forgot his name even, but one of the guys that started Pixar.
Okay.
And he just talks about like leadership principles and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then one called Range. That book is like, for whatever reason, I'm listening to an audiobook and it's still taking forever.
The book got range.
Bruh. It's only supposed to take like 8
Literally.
hours to read. I'm like, I thought I've been listening to this book for like months. So I mean, yeah. So that's one aspect where I'm trying to invest. I think I haven't gone that crazy buying new gear.
Yeah.
I got that new lens, that little 35mm, but that's just for like family stuff.
Yeah,
Little pancake lens.
it's small. Yeah, I don't know. I have to like stop my. I was gonna get a whole nother camera. I wanted to get a Canon for reasons unknown to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know why I want.
Try to rationalize it after you order it. Place order. All right, let's go.
All right. How can I make this worth?
If I can't rationalize it by the time it gets to me, then I gotta send it back.
Well, happiness really is the most important thing.
You can't put a price on happiness.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro. Exactly.
You know, even if it's like $4,000, you can't. It's worth it. You know,
in the span of your life, what is $4,000 really?
Exactly. That's like if I live another 80 years.
Yeah.
What is that a month? What does that break down to a month?
Honestly, it'd probably be like another 100, bro.
And then like a day.
Modern technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you break that down, so say you live to be 120, easy. With today's technology, it's only gonna get better. It's only gonna get better. It's maybe like a cent. It might end up being like a penny. I don't even know. I'm not good at
pennies per day. When you think about it,
it's nothing. You got it. You got it.
Think about it.
You got it.
Not that much.
You got it. It's no issue.
Exactly. I can find a penny every day.
Exactly.
You know.
That's facts.
So really, it's
you
free.
could just go to the corner store and take a penny
from the little tip thing.
Yeah. Then
they don't care.
It pays for itself. We back there.
You said it, and then I just take a photo while I'm there.
So it's really a community camera.
Everybody.
Oh my god. But nah, seriously, I feel like rationalizing is always like that like weird line because you don't know if you're trying to convince yourself or if you really need it.
Yeah.
And I always have trouble like trying.
It's
to
like
decide.
that thing. I'll be telling you something, and you'll be like, "Who you trying to convince?" And I'm like, "I'm not sure."
Exactly. So it's like I'll have it in my cart, and he'll be like, "Gabby, talk me out of this. You got 5 minutes.
She good for that.
You got 5 minutes. And then we could get. And then she'll just list off all the stuff around the house that needs to be. Like this costs 2 roofs.
Oh man, that's funny.
So I don't. Then also just like credit. I'm trying to be more like I like on Credit Karma. It was like LifeFlex, but whatever. I hit the 800. Then I was like, okay, I'm good. And then just started doing more stuff, and I was like 730, 740.
Yeah.
On his way back down because I just got 2 new cars. So it's about to be just it's coasting on down.
And it takes you forever to get up that high.
Facts.
And then it just plummets the minute you do anything.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
It's fine though, but it's fine.
Man, but that rationalizing is always tricky.
Yeah.
And I don't know. So like we said, like financially, I still kind of want to like dig into that some more. Like, what's like your go-to rationalization
for cost?
Yeah, other than like write-offs and stuff. Like,
oh, I'll make money from this thing that I'm buying.
So as long as you are like
now
covering your cost, you're good. Is the way you see it.
No.
Okay.
If I make any money with it, no matter how much it costs. It is. I know it's crazy.
Like you being too liberal.
I know. Nah, I'm probably not. I mean, eventually I might, but I'll probably buy another whatever it is.
You space it out over like
before.
Years. Like, okay, this lens might be like
because
a solid two bands, but I'm gonna make that back eventually.
Well, I feel like with like lenses and bodies, yeah. Like, I feel like I'll get that back relatively quickly, but. And I'm also like, I'm also like swapping them out a lot.
Yeah.
Right. So like,
yeah, you do.
I might get something and then keep it and return it or sell it or whatever. You know, like I don't really, if I'm not using it or if I don't see a use for it, I'll get rid of it and try to get, as much money as I can out of it. Yeah. So, with stuff like that, yeah, stuff I don't necessarily need, I'll rationalize it like. Well, it'll.
How do you know when you need it and when you don't? Because really, if you think about it, right, there is like a need. You think about it because a need popped up, right?
Not necessarily. Not.
Or you just be browsing.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for it. Dude. It's crazy.
Well, I'll be like watching YouTube videos, and I'll be like, I'll see something and then like give it a need, like.
I could use that.
Yeah, I could use that for this. Like, currently we're recording on an Atomos Ninja.
That rig I was telling you about.
on the rig, and I already have an external monitor, and I wanted a second one, but I didn't want to get another. I didn't want to get the same one. So then I'm
Yeah.
looking at the Ninja, and I'm like, oh, we can use that to record the podcast
Yeah.
externally, because that doesn't have a record time limit.
Yeah.
And that was like one thing that was bothering me about the podcast before. Was like, I feel like 30 minutes is too short. You don't, but I do.
I feel like it's a lovely time.
You can watch it later. You just turn it off when you don't feel like listening anymore. You just stop watching it, and then you start listening or watching again later. That's why you're not in charge anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, what were we talking about?
How you justify buying something
Getting
you don't
that.
need.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, now we could very well just make another. I mean, keep the podcast short. But I figured
we can leave it. Okay, so to the dozens, if you're watching this, if you made it to this point, I think we like 18, 20 minutes, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Should we go another 40 minutes, or would you be cool if we stopped in 10? Like, how long do y'all like podcasts, right?
I listen to long podcasts.
The
longer the better.
We listen to totally different types.
Because you don't have to listen to all of it in one sitting.
If I put on the podcast and it's like 48 minutes, I'm like, yes. Like, that's like for whatever reason, that's like just enough time for me. Like a little bit less than an hour.
Nah, not for me.
Because I don't like both of us are like super talkative. I'm not super comfortable in front of cameras. So I feel like I would be easier. I would have an easier time if it wasn't recorded, as I'm saying this on a recorder. But I mean, it's just maybe I don't know. Maybe you get more used to it. This is the third episode.
Well, I mean, I feel like if we forget it's there. Well, actually, this is like the fourth or fifth episode.
We've lost two.
That was another reason we stopped.
We touched on that yet.
Yeah. One of them is somewhere.
Good ones too. We talked about taxes, ruling death, everything.
Yeah, we got to go back to that stuff because they were. I feel like the last one we got into like a real groove.
Yeah,
and then I formatted the card.
Yep, and then the second one I lost the audio.
You didn't record the audio.
I didn't record the audio. That's what happened. Can't lose what you never
Yeah,
got. Can't lose what you never got.
But yeah, so let us know in the comments how long you think the podcast should be.
I like that.
Even though it
makes it seem like a family. It's like our numbers are low, but it's cool because it's just us. It's real personal.
Yeah.
Like,
but what are we talking about?
Okay, so I had a question. It was given a budget of $5,000. How would you like allocate that and invest that in yourself? It doesn't have to be like buying stuff.
Like if somebody just gave me $5,000.
Yeah, like here's $5,000. Like how would you like flip that basically towards your business?
Oh, it has to be invested in business.
Either I mean like it could be like in
It's
yourself.
5,000.
Like you could buy courses or whatever, like learnings, or you could buy like gear, or you could do like marketing, like whatever, like however you would divide it up. Paying somebody to help you on shoots or whatever.
That's a good question. I feel like
I know that's why I asked it.
Shut up. I feel like, of course, first I would probably get gear. I don't really.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what gear would you get?
I don't really need anything though. That's the thing.
Because it's not enough to go get like a red camera.
Yeah.
But I know you don't need no lenses.
Yeah, no. I don't need any cameras either. It would probably have to go towards ads. Yeah, I would.
What would you
ads.
market? You just go right.
It's hard hitting questions, right?
Like what would the ads be?
Maybe
for?
I would probably get a better site built.
Yeah. That would take the whole budget, unless you did like Squarespace or something.
No, I would just have you do it.
Okay.
I'll give you, slide you a little.
5,000. Okay.
Maybe that's not. I don't know. But I don't know. Honestly, I would just put it in my savings or invest in other things.
No, I think you could. okay, what could if I was you, which is always a good way to answer questions.
Right.
I think I would invest in courses
Mm-hmm.
on like when I would invest in courses on like on marketing and like on like graphic design because I feel like you would benefit from graphic design.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think so. Yeah, so there's courses, and then I think I would replace existing equipment with like better versions of the equipment.
I have the best equipment. I
Okay,
have
well,
the
I
best
guess
of the best.
I'm thinking like me.
I'm
I
just
would
kidding.
like I have like I have like cheap light stands. I think I would get like all C stands,
Yeah.
like just like big metal. You know, like I would get
Yeah.
like all. Or like I would get. I guess I'm just answering the question from my perspective now.
Right. Yeah.
So I would replace all my stands. I would do marketing. What I would market is I have my photography website. So you just run ads, like local ads. So I would take like, if I have a budget of like 5,000, I would maybe take like 1,000 or 1,500 and spread it out over like months. So like on Google Ads, you can like go in and say like, I want to run ads in the Los Angeles area for. I like to do families. So I would probably have like, from 25 to 40-year-olds.
Yeah.
Because I want to take pictures of people with families, and then you rent it for like a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe like over the course of like 4 months. So like your budget would be like really low, like $5 to $10 a day.
Yeah.
Just so it can run for a really long time.
Yeah.
And then you can run it for like keywords like photography, Los Angeles photographer, family photographer. Like a different bunch of terms, and that's how you would market it. So like you could run it for your website.
Yeah.
And it's just getting people to like see your portfolio and getting your name out there. And then the rest, what would that leave? 3,500. Say I spent just like $1,000 on like stands and because I feel like I have like a lot of second rate accessories. I feel like I have like quality stuff.
Yeah.
But the stuff holding the stuff together is
The stuff holding the stuff.
Yeah, it's not good.
Not great.
So say I don't know, like 500 on that. And then I'll probably pay somebody else to do my branding because I don't really do a ton of design anymore, and it's hard for me to design for myself. So I would say you set aside maybe like $2,000 to do like a actual like branding package, right? So it would be like not just your logo, but like design stickers, design merch, design my website, design like my avatars for my business online, all that kind of stuff. So I guess that's how I would do it. What is that? Math, right? 1,500 on ads, 2,000 on graphic design.
That's 3,500. So you have 1,500
Then I
left.
think I said like 1,000 on stands and accessories. You can't spend $1,000 on accessories though.
Yes, you can.
On
Why
like
not?
holding stuff.
Yeah. Easy.
All right, and then
Outside of the
the rest. Yeah, I would just invested in like some company.
Canon stock, Sony stock.
Did you see how Kodak?
Ooh, know that. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I don't know what I was trying to say. Kodak stock like blew up.
Nah. Why?
I don't know. I think it's one of those things like it started going up,
Oh, when people start
and
jumping
then it
on
just turned into speculation. Because
funny.
because it's all based on nothing. Capitalism.
Crazy, man.
Capitalism. I don't know why I'm acting like I'm so
Based on
anti-capitalist
hopes,
right now.
based on hopes and dreams.
That's what happened like with Bitcoin and stuff, bro.
Yeah.
It's literally like, oh, it's going up. And then, oh, it's going up. Buy it,
Bro,
buy it, sell it,
when
sell
it-
it, sell
when
it.
it- When it got up to 20,000,
Mhm.
everybody's like, "Oh, it's gonna go up to 100 next. It's gonna go up," and it just plummeted.
Yeah.
And it's been there for years.
I think I don't even check it no more. I pulled my money out and bought that
Mm-hmm.
just gear.
Yeah,
Now,
that's what you do. All right, so what do we want? Stuff we want. That could be a new segment. Stuff we want.
stuff we
As
want.
stuff comes out, we'll want that stuff. It's a lot of stuff I want.
I do want. I still want like a 24 millimeter, like really good lens. Then we were talking about the anamorphic lenses.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to try that, but they don't really make any for my camera. So I would have to get like,
You have a cinema camera.
yeah, I have to get a cinema camera and then get that. Because like you were getting into like the short films. So I'm
Mhm.
like, I want to also try that out. So
Yeah.
But that's not an investment though, because I don't want to do that
for other people.
professionally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I don't. It's just like I just want to. It's like I just want to try it.
I feel like the cameras that we have are good enough.
Yeah, for most things.
Yeah. Like the only thing is like the record time limits and stuff like
It's
that.
gonna
Like
record home family videos and anamorphic lenses with cine cameras.
that home video is epic.
Right.
What
I
else?
want to learn 3D. That's something you can't buy, but
I haven't even
I
thought.
really want to learn 3D. I've tried
about it.
I've tried several times. It's so hard.
Don't you need two lenses? Two cameras?
For 3D? No,
Yeah.
I mean like on the computer, like
graphic,
like
3D
graphic.
graphics.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's what's like. That's the hardest thing I've ever done or tried to even. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even comprehend it, man. Kevin keeps trying. My friend that does 3D, he keeps trying to. He's tried to teach me multiple times.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. You want to feel stupid? Try it. That's
Nah, I feel stupid enough.
It's a good way. It's a good way to make you feel nice and dumb. Humbling experience.
All right.
What gear do you want?
I want everything.
I want it all, baby.
Socks, drawers, all of it. Nah, of course, I want the A7S3. Cannot justify it though.
Yeah,
I'm trying though. Trying to find a way to justify it.
it's not enough difference.
I'm kind of like I could return the Atomos, right?
Yeah,
It's still it's new enough,
within 30 days.
and then the A7S3 doesn't have a record time limit. All right, so we can use that camera.
But it's like thousands.
But then it's like, am I gonna spend $3,500 on a camera just to shoot a podcast?
Yeah,
Maybe that we're maybe gonna shoot.
maybe. I mean, are y'all? It's community. It's gonna pay for it by pennies. Remember?
Right. Exactly. When you think about it,
When you think about it, it's really free.
yeah, everything.
Because if money is nothing,
what do you
then
think?
exactly? What is money?
And then at the end of all of this, right,
Can't take it with you.
you die anyway.
It's facts.
So you could owe an infinite amount of money, but then like you die.
Man, I would for sure do that. Like if you get like terminal something, whatever.
Yeah.
Knock on IKEA wood.
Yeah, there's wood in there
I'm
somewhere.
running up a check, bro. Like
Yeah. If you
People-
know,
yeah.
if you know, oh yeah,
people do that.
I'm taking care of everybody.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, credit cards only though.
Yeah, you can't. Let's mess
Don't
up.
take no loan out on your
Let's
house.
Mess up, God. Just you figure it out.
Yeah,
Ain't
because
my problem.
because that'll be bad.
But eventually, she could just ignore it.
That's true.
Then it's Amir's problem. Then it's his kid's problem.
Mm-hmm. We pass down generational curses here. Okay.
We believe generational wealth. No. Oh no.
Poverty.
Generational. Why are we laughing at generational? It's a serious. It's a global problem.
I know, right.
Just,
We're joking, guys. By the
Oh
way,
my
in
God.
case you couldn't tell, we're not
Got
serious,
Dark.
right?
That's crazy, bro.
Oh man,
Poor people. Knock on wood again. Man.
I
It's
know,
like
right?
Cuba.
It's that thing
Jesus.
where it can happen at any moment.
Anytime.
Hopefully not. But nah, yeah, it's like you try to be responsible with with the money you do have, but that gear acquisition syndrome is real.
Yeah.
Like,
You know how I stopped watching videos about it. I like completely checked out of like that Peter McKinnon. I still watch Potato Jet, but I watch his personal vlog.
yeah,
I checked out of like even like YC Imaging, because like, well, his channel's gotten, I don't know, he got kind of like it seemed like he was bored for a minute.
he was just making ads.
Yeah, so I guess that kind of helped. I just checked. I stayed subscribed because you got to support Black people, but like
Support black business.
I stopped watching it though. And then I don't know. I just found myself like not wanting, but I felt like I kind of like withdrew from like.
Yeah, you stopped. You
Because
stopped
it's too much
shooting and everything. Though.
It's too much, bro. Like it's. I don't know. I still like. I don't. I like shooting families.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, like I don't for whatever reason I've always just been drawn to like portraiture and stuff. So I want to dive into like that. But I guess I don't know. I felt like I started only doing it for money,
Yeah.
so it stopped being fun.
Yeah.
Like we haven't really gone out to do like a just for fun shoot in a long time.
Yeah, it's just a job at that point.
Yeah. So I feel like I just withdrew because it's like it wasn't fun anymore. So I don't know. But also, yeah, it was just like draining my bank account. Or not draining my bank account, running up my credit cards is what it was doing.
Right.
That's what it was doing.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, because you just see the stuff constantly. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he got it, so I need it.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I have a garage full of stuff.
Yeah.
I have more than enough to do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
But
You have just as much stuff as I do and shoot significantly less.
Yeah.
Or like at least try
Yeah.
to shoot less.
So, I don't know. I mean, I zoomed in because I was like, oh, I just want to focus in on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that's why I started shooting. That's why I got into like buying stuff because I wanted enough to make like good YouTube videos and then still just shooting here. So it's not even like I'm going out.
Yeah.
So, like I was shooting for church, but then even that stopped because pandemic.
Because everything stopped.
Right. So
I feel like when the pandemic started, I stopped shooting, so I stopped buying. Like I feel like I buy stuff for shoots.
Yeah, that's
know?
facts. Yeah.
And then I end up just I end up just keeping what I need or what I feel like I need. And then I'll like, return stuff.
Amazon rentals.
I don't be renting stuff. Like I don't for what? Why? When you can do it for free. But what
I was thinking about that. I mean, it got to be because, you don't want to be in case you drop it. That's the risk.
But it happened with that lens when we went to Sequoia.
Oh, did they take that back?
Absolutely.
That's crazy. They gonna flag your account or something, bro.
Nope. Cause it's like when you realize how much money I spend on Amazon.
They don't care.
No. How much money I spend on Amazon? They're gonna be like, well, we don't care about this because you spent all this over here. Hey, look, man, I've been doing this for years.
I guess so. I'm an expert now, man. Hey, what can I say, bro? That's wild. I can't believe they took that lens back. He dropped a whole lens.
Out of my backpack. I dropped everything out of my backpack.
Onto the ground. The ground. Sequoia Mountains.
That one didn't even fall. I was leaning over to pick up the other ones, and it scraped against the ground because I had it attached to my backpack strap.
That's what happened to it.
And luckily I had the lens hood on it, so the hood scraped against the ground. The lens was fine for the most part. It had a few little nicks on it, but
you sent that back to some little camera shop in
I was
upset.
It's still a lens. It still works. How much does the lens hood cost? Like they could just replace it.
Once again, what is money?
Exactly. How much does it cost? Nothing. Nothing costs anything when you think about it. When you really think about it.
That is so funny, man.
But yeah. So like I just I get everything and then I keep what I need.
I'm still curious about this fight. You just completely didn't answer the $5,000 question.
I did. You answered it for me.
Nah.
So
it's really nothing. You can't think of nothing you buy. If I gave you $5,000, just gave you $5,000. You just
I mean, I would probably buy a camera.
Yeah, what would you buy?
I'll probably get the R5.
Why?
Because I want it. I don't know.
I guess obviously, right?
Yeah, like I don't need anything. That's the problem. That's been a problem in my life. That's an ongoing theme in my life.
Blessed.
Yeah, by the grace of God, I don't need for a lot.
Yeah.
So I just want things, and then I just get them, unless within reason, man. Like it's not like I'll have unlimited funds, but like anything justifiable.
What is it?
I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I ordered it, and then canceled the order because I was just like, I can't.
You couldn't rationalize.
I can't justify this. I don't need this.
That's when I feel the most adult.
Yeah.
If only I could get to the step before you even order it. That's when you're really an adult. But like right now, it's like, I'm gonna send this back.
No, because like I was like,
I don't need
if this comes to my house, I'm keeping it.
I did that with the slider, because the slider is something that I only would use
Very
hardly
amount of
ever,
times.
you know. And they're like like the nice motorized ones are what, like $400 or $500.
They're not that much. Well, if you want to, depending on where you get it from. Everything is relative. Like you can get anything for a
So
decent
I'm
price.
like, it's always a thing of like this could be anything else. Like we could buy some fresh manure for the grass. It's always stuff like around the house.
Manure, fertilizer,
whatever. Man, buy some cow boo to put on the grass.
poop. That's hilarious. No, but
$500 of it, bro. That's so much.
yeah, you could give
That's
give it to everybody on the block.
Truckloads.
Yeah. But yeah, I would probably get the R5. I was thinking about getting the R6 because it's more.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna put in the Canon.
Yeah. So there's one that's more geared towards video, like shoots 8K and all that. And it's like you don't need that, right?
You're right. What is Peter shoots Canon, right?
Yeah,
Peter
he actually gets paid by Canon.
I think that's what I would probably do actually too.
What?
Outside of the other stuff, if having like an option B, I think I would try out Canon because I haven't shot Canon.
Yeah.
Like with Canon stuff.
Yeah, people that shoot Canon swear by their colors. I don't know what
Maybe
what
it gotta
that
be
means.
my ignorance, but I'm just like, if you color corrects anyway.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it can all.
Why
I guess
matter?
you can skip that step, right? Like in post, you don't have to worry about color correcting as much. It's easier. You can just slap a LUT on, and keep going.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. But maybe it's one of those things like because we never really shot on Canon, you don't really realize what you don't have.
But I mean, it's even like mics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I forgot which ones. I can't think.
The podcast,
I'm trying to think.
The podcast mics.
Yeah, like these mics are the Sennheiser. No, Shure SM58s, I think.
Yeah, sounds right.
And the podcast mics. Which ones were we gonna get? Oh, those $400 ones. The SM7Bs.
Mm-hmm.
There's a point where it's like a diminishing return, right? Because I'm like, with these mics, they're like, oh, like with the SM7B, it's like, oh, it sounds so rich and warm, and I'm like, okay, well, you can add a compressor, add an equalizer, boost.
See, but I think our background in music, helps with that. So like we can like be like, okay, we can take most mics and make them sound really good. Yeah. Right.
This audio better sound amazing. We talking
I know,
right now. But nah, I think like I guess like if you don't know about audio processing, you're just gonna want the raw audio to sound as great.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know,
but
a lot of it is just for the look.
Absolutely, most things are for. You think I look at this camera?
Yeah,
I don't need any of that.
You have to post like how big.
I just need the camera.
It's crazy. Ridiculous. We shot all the episodes on a little regular
on the camera, just the camera, like nothing else, nothing attached to it.
In Dark Knight or something.
But yeah, just it looks good. It makes people take you more seriously when you go.
Looking like a short film.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know. How do you feel about that? Like the looking professional versus like just being good and having just your camera or whatever, you know?
I'm torn because part of it is like I've had to do. I think what immediately popped in my head was like having an iPhone versus Android when I like would go to like client meetings for like if I got like website work or whatever or like freelance work. Or like when they text me, it's like I don't want to send back a green bubble. Yeah. Cause I know personally. Yeah. I'm like, oh, he ain't serious. Yeah.
Oh, he's a clown.
Yeah. Okay. It's like, oh, bet. All right. Yeah. So, cause it's like he must not get enough work. Maybe he can't afford an iPhone. So maybe he like how good can he be? Like, or how good can she be? Which is stupid. It's not based on nothing. Yeah. Like it doesn't make like. Yeah. I tried out. I tried out Android phones. But it was like I even like gave it up because like I feel like people stopped texting me back, like weird stuff.
Yeah,
So
it's gross. And Apple knows what they're doing. They made
they make
the
it
nastiest
just the
color.
ugliest.
Yeah.
They totally could just make it like a slightly darker blue or something.
Yeah.
Or
Or it could just be the same blue.
yeah.
Like, why does it need to be different?
Because they Apple. I'm honestly sick of Apple, but that's a different.
But you're stuck.
I guess the thing. But I think like if you see my work, it shouldn't matter what I pull up with. Like if you saw my work and you thought it was dope, and I'm getting it with my iPhone, why does that matter to you?
I think it's because people feel like, oh, if he's just doing that with his iPhone, I can do it. You know, it's like the thing when you put the battery grip on your camera when you do a page
So it
shoot.
helps them. Yeah, I guess it helps them justify it.
Yeah, you know, because it's like if you see me pull up with this, right, versus just pull up with my camera, like hand holding shots, like you're gonna be like, this doesn't seem like
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess that is the thing. I don't think it's personally.
I feel like I'm being taken advantage of.
I don't. I don't like it, but yeah, I guess if it helps you charge,
I'm not saying it's right, but yeah,
if it helps you charge more, then
also that it's like I invest. You can see where my investment is going, so the cost.
That's why I like the Avalon. I guess you could put up a picture of that.
Yeah,
because like we're in my music studio, so it's just like if you walk in and you're an artist and you see Avalon, if you know what Avalon is, then it's gonna be like, okay, Corey, see,
yeah.
This is a real.
Yeah, the costs are justified, right? So I'm paying you to
even though I don't feel like that Avalon. Half the time I have it off.
Yeah, you don't use it. But
it's more hassle usually. Is what
but
it
the fact that you know what it is and you knew to get one,
Yeah, you're paying for the
knowledge.
There's some little story.
That story about the man on the boat.
Wait, we gotta get from stories.
Okay,
right,
well, I'm gonna tell mine because I remember mine.
All right, I'm gonna write mine down because I'm gonna forget it.
So there's a guy who has like a big oil tanker or some kind of big boat, right? The boat won't start, so they call a mechanic. Mechanic comes out.
The same one. No, we on the same page.
The mechanic comes out, can't fix it. They call another mechanic. He comes out, can't fix it. They call a third mechanic. He comes out, walks around, goes to all these different places on the ship, tries to figure out what's wrong with it. Then he goes into like the main engine room, finds this little box and taps it 3 times with a hammer. Right, the boat starts. So when he leaves, he charges them $10,000 for his services, and they're like, no. All you did was tap a little box, right? You're going to have to justify this.
Yeah.
So then he sends them an invoice for $10,000. And line 1 says, tapping the box. Line 2 says, tapping the box, it was like $15 or something like that, right? And then line 2, no, how much was it? It was like $10. And then line 2 was $9,990.
Yeah.
Knowing where to tap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's what you're paying for.
That's facts.
The knowledge.
It's big facts.
Yeah. When I heard that story, I was like, wow. Because, like, even when we pay people to do things, it's like,
Okay.
like, what are you actually doing?
So I need a floor put down in the house. And I don't know why I specified in the house. Not like I'm going to get a floor put down outside. But
I need a floor put down on my roof.
And then, yeah, like you would get quotes and it's just like, what are you really, like, why are you charging that much, right? And it would be like, okay, well, I have to keep in mind, like, it's not just time, right? Because, like, say, like, if you get, like, a quote from, like, a actual company, they have to pay for, like, insurance. They got to pay for, like, health benefits for their employees and all this other stuff that goes into the price. Warranties, they got to be able to cover warranties and all that kind of stuff. So, like, it's not always just time. And I think a lot of the time, like, when we think of, like, client work, like, when we do shoots, they see it as just, like, oh, I'm just pay you to come shoot for an hour. It's like, no.
You come press a button, and then you send me photos.
No, right. It's like, no, you got to pay for my editing time. You're partially paying for, like, my time it took to learn how to edit, how much it took to pay for the
You're
camera.
Paying for the use of. You're paying for the use of my camera.
Exactly. So it's not just me coming out for an hour. Like, so it's like that with everything.
Yeah.
Like websites, graphic design, anything. Like,
Yeah.
I think just in general, me included, and then especially to the dozens. Like remember, like you're not just paying for that hour. So like if you think someone's
Paying
expensive,
for all the hours that were put in for me to
Yeah.
learn how to get to this hour.
yeah, and that's why sometimes it's worth it. Like it might be like, well, I could put the floor down just as like we did the floor in here. But sometimes it's just like you're also paying for like the convenience of I don't feel like putting
Not
it
spending
down.
that time putting it down.
Yeah, it's like I can spend that time working. I can go do a shoot while he's at my house doing,
Yeah.
like all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Which is what you work for.
right,
And
you
then-
work to be able to pay people to do stuff.
And then that's why they work. So they can pay somebody to
yeah,
do
exactly. That's
other
so funny.
things that are
It's-
not floors.
Yeah, they got the floors covered probably, but like,
Yeah. But everything else, they might,
what if they want to get some tile put down?
Exactly. I only put down wood floors.
Yeah.
Tile, that's not my thing. But
So I don't know. That kind of was a reminder to me. Even like an electrician, like we wanted to get an outlet installed, $1,000.
I wouldn't do it.
It's crazy.
I'd do it myself.
To run like from the breaker just under the house and the other side. I'm just like
Absolutely not.
that one I could do. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's you taxing me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
gonna call my dad.
It's
Dad, they help sort out. Like,
yeah. No, I don't. You're a little better than me. I don't pay people to do a lot. Unless I just like I'm gonna try
it's certain
several times before I pay
it's
somebody
certain
to do
things,
something.
man. Like, so Gabby wanted her car detailed, and I'm like, what they gonna do? What they gonna do really? You know, like so.
Spray and wipes.
Right, so I got some. Just went to AutoZone, bought some sprays and detail sprays and all this mess. Some more microfiber towels. Came home, cleaned her car. She's like, "Oh, you did such a good job." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Exactly. Save $150. You
Yeah.
want $150 to
Yeah.
come wash my car?" I'm like, "I refuse."
But some people don't have the time.
I guess so. Yeah.
A lot of people, you'd be surprised, like don't know how to do things. Luckily, well, like our dads
Yeah.
showed us how to do stuff. So like, some people didn't grow up like that.
Yeah.
Or just to even like want to do that. Like, I need my car cleaned. Some people's first thought is, I need to take my car somewhere to get it clean. Not
Yeah, like helping old boy hang the TV.
yeah.
That was a multi-day ordeal for him.
Yeah. and for me, it's like
Yeah.
20 minutes. I gotta hang this TV real quick. Let me
what
call you
would I
back.
do? Call Maurice.
Yeah.
You want to hang your TV? Yeah, I guess when people call him to hanging the TV, I could not justify paying somebody to hang a TV.
Yeah. People
Because
have
you have-
paid me to hang a TV,
You
and
have,
I'll
you
be
have
like,
YouTube. Certain stuff though is
well,
like if it's
they're
annoying,
it's women though. but-
certain stuff is like if I know how to do it, women can hang TVs.
No. I'm saying like,
Wow, that's very
I'm
sexist.
not saying that they
Very
can't.
sexist
I'm
of
saying
you.
like,
It's crazy.
all right, shut up.
The dozens. What if we have at least statistically
I didn't
half
say.
of them could be women?
I didn't say that women are much less likely to try to hang a TV.
Mansplain what you said then.
Shut up. This not even gonna make it in the episode. No. I'm playing.
I'm in charge. Now. How about that? So the kind of stuff I don't do, this is don't got nothing to do with investing anymore, but I guess we're over that topic.
Okay.
Stuff is just like if I know how to do it, but it's annoying.
Like plumbing.
Yeah. I don't want nothing to do with plumbing.
I hate. I'm cool with like freshwater plumbing,
Yeah.
but like drains.
Yeah.
Although I still couldn't pay somebody to do it unless it was like crazy
Like you pay somebody to fix the AC. I was just like, you pretty good.
to fix my AC.
When it was leaking.
No, I did it.
No. Yeah, you didn't pay somebody. That's
Yeah.
I was like, for sure.
Oh no. Because I already knew. I'm
I'm
like,
like, he's
anything AC related, they're about
he's a better
to
person than I am.
tax me, and I'm like, no, I can
Yeah, I
do
guess I
this.
would have got a quote for it.
No, I didn't.
You know what
even-
I do
I already
is
know.
we talk about like, okay, how much are we willing to spend on X?
Mhm.
And that money, so we're like, okay, we're gonna spend $500. This is how much we're willing to spend. So if they come out talking about $700, $1,000, like, okay, no. So if we can't find nobody to do it for like our personal
What
budget,
you think it's
for
worth?
it,
Yeah.
yeah, what I think is worth, like, then yeah,
That's the thing. If I think it's worth it, then it's fine.
yeah. Like going under the house, that's what's kind of stopping me from like.
That's not that. It's not
Last
that.
time I went to the house, bro, I almost had a panic
It's
attack.
not that
for real.
Well, I guess.
Because I was like, I just kept like, if it's we live in California, right? If it's an earthquake and I'm under a house,
What are the odds of that
I
happening?
don't know, but I don't want to test.
And the house is not gonna fall.
Hey man, anything can happen. What if it's like super
You,
powerful?
it's probably more dangerous to be in the house than under the house.
We're near the San Andreas fault, bro.
The strongest part of the house is the foundation.
It could be wild. I don't know.
The roof is significantly less stronger than the foundation.
I'm not saying this makes sense.
You probably got a better chance of dying in the house than
I
under.
think about that the whole time.
Oh my God.
The whole time.
Okay.
My dad be like, "What you worry about the spider?" I'm like, "The spider." I wish it was just about the spiders. I'm having an existential crisis under this house.
Yo, under the house is not for the weak.
Man,
At all.
like it, bro.
It is not for the weak because
I
you
don't
can't
like it.
move. The problem is you can't move freely. You have to crawl.
If something bad happens,
Yeah. Don't let it be.
just turn it. Man, dude, something come out of there with you, bro.
I know this dude. He saw he was under the house and he saw a possum.
See,
He said I couldn't get out of there fast enough.
nope, I'm good. I'm good on under the house, man. Because last time we had to run a line, like a water line, and
Yeah, I feel like I've spent at least a day
my
underneath the
dad
house.
I'm like, Dad, I'll be on a computer, bro. Like,
I'll be doing this.
yeah,
Not this.
you got a lot of this in you. I didn't inherit that. Like,
Nah, that's yeah. It's not for. I try my best to not have to go into the house.
what will I do though? What will you do? What's something like you'll happily do? That's like fixing something.
I'll never pay anybody to paint.
Facts.
Um,
That's big facts. Patching walls and stuff.
yeah. Anything having to do with the walls, I'm not paying. Electric, I'm not paying anybody to do that.
You know what I'm never doing again? Is crown molding. I guess it's a DIY
It's so-
podcast now.
I know, right? It's so easy to me though.
I'm never.
But you know
even
why?
Attempt at
It
messing
It started hard, but like we did our whole house.
with it. Oh, so yeah, you got expert. at
So
that.
by the time it was over, I'm like, okay, I know what I've been doing wrong. You just have to do it the way it goes up.
What else that I like? I hate washing dishes. That's not.
Oh
the
my
real
God.
Thing, but
Dishwasher is lit though.
I have, bro. They have them.
We had them at home my
How
whole
big is-
life. Growing up, my whole life we had them. Never used it. My dad was like, "You got 2 dishwashers attached to your wrist."
Are you serious?
Yeah. Never used it. Got a new one.
We didn't get. Oh yeah, for
Bought
the
a new
kitchen,
one
for
and
the new kitchen.
We built a kitchen, bought a new dishwasher, and never used it.
That's wild, man. That's next level. That's a flex right there.
It's like what? We could have put a cabinet right here, man.
It's for the look, man. You gotta look. You gotta look. So when people come over, they be like, "Dang, he got a real kitchen."
Yeah. I use mine though. I use it every day.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to get one. Like my little whatever condition I got,
Yeah.
we could probably tell you maybe after this is post podcast.
What?
Something really bad happened though. Like so when we was taking the plastic dip off the car, my dad had his chemicals, right? And I'm like, I'm not messing with that. I don't mess with chemicals. That like that purple factory
the
strain- the greaser, and like I would just have my soap and water. So I'm scrubbing my side, he's scrubbing his, right? So he finishes, and somehow he puts his towel with the degreaser stuff in it in my bucket, right? And he's using he was using like black gloves, like latex gloves, you know. So I'm washing it, and then I'm just looking at my hands. I'm like, something's wrong, you know, like. So like it's like max, like my whatever
it's
that is.
feeling when you get bleach on your hands.
Dog, I was so mad at him, man. I ain't a cussing man, but
I'm fixing to cuss you out.
bro, man, smooth out, man. I was so mad, but he was helping me, so I was just trying to be like cool about it.
Why
But
didn't
I'm
you
like,
just-
Dad, you know I hate that mess.
You
bro.
couldn't peel it off?
What? It wouldn't because it was too thin.
You should have told me. I would have told
was
you about
too
the Goo Gone. You just spray it on there and it wipes off.
Well, no, my dad had everything out, bro.
Oh, bro,
About
you
to
spray
get
some
a-
Goo
about to get
Gone
the whole
on
house canceled.
plastic dip and it just
I tell him that
wipes
too,
off.
man. I be like,
That ain't the answer to everything.
knock on wood, bro. I'm like, if you get, I'm gonna tell you on your bed. That's why. I'm gonna bring a little sample of it. Like, this is why you wanted to play with all these chemicals and
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be on your head.
All right, we gotta get back on track.
All right, well,
Recent projects. Well, I did the
I just shot today.
short film. Oh yeah, you did.
It was not like out. It was just.
How long did you shoot? Or what was it?
So it was a bridal shower, and
What's
I
that?
shot with the camera on the whole time.
What's that like in a pandemic? Like doing an event?
Everybody, we all had on masks. I had on masks. I honestly feel like it's one of those things of like, just don't have one. Like, I get it. Like y'all chose to get married during the pandemic,
Yeah.
but I get it. Like, they were friends, so if they watching this, it's like, I'm not mad, but I feel like we still in the pandemic. So
It's
it's like
kind of hard to enjoy it.
yeah, because it was like I mean, it was cool, but it was like I feel like I don't know, it's just a weird thing. Like, everybody had on masks and like not really trying to hug, and like it felt like either I would have waited till this was over to do it,
Mm-hmm.
or like you could have like maybe like a post wedding party of just like, I don't know if that's the thing, but it's pandemic. You gotta like new stuff. You
Yeah.
know? Like maybe get together after the wedding, but I don't know, man. So I don't know. It made me not want to like really go all out. Like, I just put the 28-75 on the camera on, and then I'm trying to think like that. I'll like try anything. It's a pretty standard shoot, to be honest. Just like point and shoot.
Yeah.
It was cool though. A lot of people. So,
It was outside too, huh?
but it was pretty overcast today because of all the fires.
Oh, that's so.
Because in addition to the pandemic,
California is on fire.
There's also a ton of fires. That was another reason about like being outside. It's just like the air quality is horrible today.
But we have masks on though. That's all, so I was thinking about that. I was outside, but I had my mask on, and I'm like,
It's fine.
well, this is perfect.
I just feel like I don't know. Maybe it's just my personality. It's like internet say don't go outside, so I only been outside anyway to begin with. Especially not during the pandemic. Especially not with all this fire. So
Yeah, the fires are pretty bad. It's and it's all up and down.
hey, bro,
California.
no more gender reveals. Okay.
Crazy, bro.
I thought she caused all the fires, but it was just one.
Yeah.
Which is
no.
crazy. It was just one of the fires. It's just multiple, several fires.
How many are going on right now? That's what I know of at least 2.
I want to say 10.
But you
I
can't.
saw some kind of map where it's just like where they were.
Yeah.
Because they all up in like Oregon and everything.
Yeah. You can't like it all up and down the coast, the western coast of the United States. Like you can't really see mountains. Like most of the mountains are on fire. Like
And I don't know how crazy that is. What if you live in prairies? Like, I never see mountains. Like, I guess if you live in a prairie, it's like imagine you can't see no more prairie.
yeah.
I don't know.
Imagine something being off in the distance that you typically can see and not being able to see it
We can't see
anymore.
the Hollywood sign anymore. Like,
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
In San Francisco, I'm sure you guys have seen pictures. It's like
I'm glad it didn't get like that down here, man.
it got close.
My mom said she started crying. She was like, she looked outside and like,
It looked like hell.
yeah.
Like if hell was on Earth, that's what it would look like.
Especially the fire tornadoes. I'm like, it is too much going on this
Yeah.
entirely. I've
Yeah.
never seen a fire tornado. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't think that it was like.
They just inventing stuff.
I don't think
now.
it was like an actual like size of a tornado. I think it was just like how like there's like those dust storms.
But it was big.
How there's it wasn't that big. Was it? I don't think it was that big.
I don't think it was as big as like a tornado.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's like
enough to
it's
be
like
a worry.
like those dust storms that like spit up randomly. But it was just
Fire.
a fire.
I don't like it. It's any size. Any size of a fire tornado is too big.
Yeah, that's true. Keep going off on these tangents though. But yeah, I did that.
It's life.
I did that.
Just
That
embrace
short film. I haven't finished.
That's what happens when you want to talk longer than 30 minutes. It's not very focused.
No, I mean, but it's cool though.
Not very focused.
Yeah,
Is it?
they can turn it off or skip through whatever. It doesn't matter.
I would have turned off. You said I don't know. I'm surprised.
Shut up. I don't know why you guys
I
are
would
still here.
have been going.
But yeah, actually, I got hit up today to do to go back to a church, not the main church I shoot at, but the like my secondary church.
No, your backup church.
Yeah,
Your side church.
my side. They're going back on Sunday, but it's gonna be outside. So I think that should be cool. I can kind of wear my mask and stay away from everybody. Put the 135 on,
Including me.
Put the 135 on.
How many people gonna be there?
Dog, what did you do today? What did you do today?
Hey, I was outside, first of all. Don't come for me.
I'm gonna be outside too.
Oh, I thought you would be inside the church.
I said I'm gonna be outside.
I missed that part.
That's the whole thing. They're having church outside.
All right, we good.
Clown. Even if it was inside.
Well, you already don't come around no more anyway. So we can talk about that. We can talk about that.
That's a story for a later episode.
He's getting love, Brittany. You could just bleep that.
Yeah, I am.
Caught that. I was like, oh, energy shifted.
Yeah. Okay. Who's inspiring you?
You. No plan.
Clown.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say yeah. No, is that? Oh, that's a different one though. I'll pick somebody else. Who's inspiring me right now? This guy, Kalen Ellis, on Twitter and Instagram. He's a producer, but he's like 22 or 23, and he's killing it.
Really?
Like he just dropped heat after heat after heat. Like it's crazy. He did a whole EP with Lupe Fiasco, which is not as tight as it would have been, but 10 years ago. But still super dope.
Yeah.
Like, and he's incredible, man. Like he has albums of all different types of sounds, and I guess like it kind of relates to music. Like the way he puts the videos together is like you're watching him build the beat, and he can play like every instrument. He plays like bass and guitar and everything. So he's sick.
Yeah.
So he inspires me to just from like a music perspective, but then just as a creative, like. Because he got big during the pandemic. I mean, he was definitely, like, known before, but, like, he had, like, a wave of attention because he started, like, putting himself out there. And that's one thing I've kind of taken away from him. Was like, letting people see you do your craft.
Yeah.
Is something that I'm trying to do, so.
Yeah.
He's dope.
That's tight. I've been inspired by Kev on stage.
Of course.
I'm a fan, man. I watch a lot of his content.
I don't know why I can't get into him.
And he just...
I think he's funny, too. I watched his stand-up. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I follow him on Twitter. But something like his content,
it's just not for you. But it's like...
it's weird, though.
But that's fine, though. Like, two things can be true. You can like this aspect and not the other.
I think I've never had... Like, because normally when I find somebody I like...
You like everything.
I like everything they do.
Yeah. It's like some stuff he does like online. Some of his video series, I'd be like, I just don't watch it. Like I watch the stuff I like. I don't watch the stuff I don't.
Yeah,
but
that's facts.
But like just his mentality, like of just like doing, everything for himself.
Yeah, he's
right?
super inspiring.
And not.
How did you find him?
I used to see his videos all the time. Like I knew who he was before I started like really watching his stuff, and I used to think like, man, this dude is corny, right? But then I actually started watching it, and I'm like, oh, he's funny. He's still corny, but he's like,
he's gotten funnier.
My kind of corny.
Would you say he's gotten funnier over time?
I feel like his content has shifted because he like if you like listen to his podcast and stuff like that, like his life has shifted, like just like what he believes and everything, like. So I think it's allowed him to make more relatable content. Or like, even his jokes are more relatable to the average person more so than just like
Christian.
Than just like church people. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I don't know. I guess how do people feel about that?
I mean, a lot of his like the people that were with him from the beginning kind of like have something to say about.
You know what? He's kind of like the Lecrae of comedians.
Yeah,
because like
they're actually friends too. That's
Lecrae started off as like he would deny it, but he was like a through and through Christian rapper. Like he would deny the title.
Yeah,
but then I mean, he started getting bigger the more he let go of like trying to stick so closely to that title.
Yeah,
For better or worse. I don't know if that's good or
Yeah.
bad.
And you can still be inspirational and a good person and a good Christian and make content that everybody can relate
Because
to.
it feels like you're just preaching to the choir otherwise.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say, like, oh, this is a Christian photographer podcast. It's just like, it's a
We're
podcast.
photographers that happen to be Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what he said, too. He's like, I'm a rapper that happens to be Christian.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, you're kind of dogging your fans, though, when, like, they see you as a Christian rapper. And then you get popular enough, and then you're like, no, I'm a rapper that's Christian.
But I feel like that's
kind of like a pretty big switch.
But
Like
that
a bait
doesn't
switch.
that doesn't leave a lot of room to grow because you can't say that it's a switch up. You can say that it's growth, right? Just like you would grow in any capacity, right? Like if I make a but it's like if I make a
shift, because it
yeah okay, that's fair.
Lateral move.
Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. But like if you make it, you start off making a YouTube channel about photography, right? And then you start doing video, and then you start making content about doing video.
That was one of the challenges we had about this. Was just like, I'm not trying to talk about just photography every week.
Yeah,
I'm down to like talk about it as something bigger, but like business.
because that's not who we are 100% of the time.
Yeah. So that's just
like even when was the last time we talked about photography in this episode?
Yeah.
We kind of, got off of it. But I feel like as long as we can always come back to it,
Yeah. And I guess that's kind of like you. That's what I kind of felt like I stopped watching all those YouTubers because when we were in that mode, or when I was in that mode, that's all I watched. And then all of a sudden it's just like, well, they literally only talk about photography.
Mm-hmm.
They seem like interesting people, but it's like I always want to watch that.
I feel like the people that only talk about photography you go to them for very specific things, but like the people that kind of go into different things, like even the podcast I listen to, like there's one podcast I listen to, it's about sports. They hardly ever talk about sports,
right.
But when they do, they go in.
Yeah.
But most of the time they're talking about each other. They're talking about their girlfriends and wives or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. But it's revolving around sports. So like the topic may start off with sports.
Yeah.
And then just go into, now they're talking about dogs because this athlete had a dog. And then,
That's the best kind of, I think, just in terms of marketing, man. Like, you can't just market the content, you have to market the creator. And I think that's something that's kind of like shifting right now. It's just like, it's a creator's market.
Yeah.
Right? So, I don't even know where I'm trying to go with that. But like, well, I guess it was like I like to like the creator.
Yeah.
I don't like to just like
the content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like then that's when you can change and grow and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah, you go along with the shifts. Like even like Kev has this one show that I don't watch it anymore, right? And it's like I know eventually when enough people stop watching it, he'll just start doing something else, and that might be 10 times funnier.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start watching that. But that's
what
how
don't
it.
You watch?
What's it called? Where he answers questions. He gives bad advice, like on purpose.
Oh yeah.
It gets kind of.
I can see that not being very funny.
Yeah, it just gets kind of repetitive. Even he had to start getting questions from like somebody else's site because people weren't submitting like good enough questions, right? So it's like the writing's kind of on the wall. At least for me, it might not.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen him do it. He might have stopped doing it already, but once he started getting the questions from from somebody else's site,
yeah,
I was like, okay, it's about to be a wrap.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then you just start doing something else. And then but it's like you keep coming back to the creator. So it's fine.
So I have another question for the dozens, which is like, if you made it this far, a little over an hour now, we went on a bunch of tangents.
All right, y'all cool with that?
How do you feel about that?
Are y'all laughing with us, or are y'all kind of confused? Or?
Yeah, now it's longer. We might be down to like the fives by now.
Yeah, no, right. Or the one.
Right. So to you, the one person that's I don't know. I'm curious. I feel like if we open it up, because we checked. The reason we keep even bringing it up, I guess, to fill in whoever's watching, is just like we were like gonna not do another one, and then we like, well, let's just see how the old ones did. And the views obviously were like, it's not like, oh, we blew up overnight, but like people watched it. Even like
and we didn't promote it at all.
we didn't do it on social media, nothing. And so it's like even like getting just like 20 to 30 people, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. We got comments. I was like, that's even better. Like so I feel like somebody specifically said like, oh, there's no black photographers.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's dope. So I'm like, okay, well, let's just try another one. So that's why I feel like if we ask and start the conversation, then y'all can help us figure this out.
Yeah.
Which is motivating to keep doing it because it's like we feel like we talking to some people.
Right.
Even if it's literally just the dozens. And we just got a dozen people.
For a small audience is an
cool
audience.
With that. I'm honestly cool with that. Yeah. Like, as long as it's people talking and it's a community, then I'm down to keep contributing to it.
Yeah. So. No, I mean, it's definitely fun. Like we said in the first episode, like, we're going to talk anyway.
Yeah.
So we might as well.
Sunday night.
Yeah.
We're going to do this regardless.
Yeah. Exactly. But you said, you know, like you wanted to plug some people or.
Oh, yeah. So I just wanted to, like, do something that I guess I kind of plugged Kaylin Ellis. And then from a photography standpoint, I would also, like, plug Volandez on YouTube. And he's a refreshing YouTuber because he's one of those guys where it's like, you told me about him.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't only post. It's weird because I followed him for that, right? When I only want to watch the camera stuff.
Yeah.
But then even he had a video about like how he was feeling boxed in. And ever since he made that video, I was like, I feel that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going to just watch your other stuff.
Yeah.
And he's super dope.
And it's good.
He's super dope.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, he had a video about like why I shoot the hood.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Nah, he's dope, man.
So I was like, yeah, he's one of those people.
And like, he doesn't like, he's himself.
Yeah.
You know?
He doesn't try to like, that's the best way to say it. He's himself. Like he doesn't try to like not say certain things or like
he gonna give
shy away from certain topics. So it's like I am who I am. If you like it, cool. If not,
he's gonna give you his honest opinion. He's gonna
leave.
Yeah.
Unsubscribe.
And that's what really what it is. Like if you don't like even right now, like if you don't want to, like that's why I'm keep saying like they don't have to listen to it.
Yeah.
You know, like the content is here. You can stop at any point. You know, like nobody's forcing you to watch it or listen to it.
Yeah, I'm just being forced to make it though. That's crazy.
I mean, you could leave too. To be honest, you know.
In the podcast right. All right then. Say less.
Say less. Say less.
So I don't know. It's hour 15. You want to go what? 2 more?
Yeah,
man.
You
can do like 2 more hours. Okay, bet. All right.
Hey, man, longer the better. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well,
some people be on long drives.
You can plug your person. Who you want to plug?
I'm
about to go to sleep.
Brittany Janae. She's a YouTuber and content creator that I met a while ago. She puts out some really dope stuff. We'll link their channels probably, I guess, in the description.
Now, do like little clips of it, you know, the post production that you be wanting.
Oh, well, maybe
some clips of it.
Maybe we'll do that, but probably not. But yeah, she's dope. Volandez is dope. Check them out. That's it, guys. We'll see you next.
Plug your site.
Oh yeah, mahoganyandco.com.
I feel like people should be able to see like our work.
Mahogany and .co.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put that in the description too. And
mine is crafted by Corey G for photography. So craftedbycoreyg.com.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'll put all that in the description.
And then your Instagram. We plug everything, man.
Oh yeah. You can find me on Instagram.
Get the dozens.
I still don't know which.
Oh my god.
Which one?
Mine is at I am Corey G.
and I
have another one at CG3 Media. That one is like my work. At I am Corey G is like my personal whatever.
Yeah.
I post on each one arbitrarily. So
yeah,
whichever one you feel like following.
Okay.
If you want to see more posts, follow me. If you want to see less posts, follow.
So you can find me on Instagram at Miles Black, at Miles MilesBlaq, and that's my personal page. I used to do music, so that's kind of.
This nigga retired from doing music.
Yeah, I retired though. I gave up. I retired. I might come out of retirement. You never know.
I'm gonna stop saying retirement. You gave up. I think that.
Nah, I retired.
Pressure.
I retired.
He gave
I
up.
didn't give up.
You should start saying I gave up from doing music.
I
gave up.
I retired.
It's cool, man.
I retired. And then my photo page is at Mahogany Co.
It's like saying I retired from being an astronaut. All right.
I was a musician.
Yeah.
I got albums out. You can find my music, Miles Black, everywhere where music is. um, Produced by this guy right here.
I haven't given up. I'm still going. Still starting
That's
out
good
there.
for you, man. You know,
Don't give up hope. Don't ever give up on your dreams, y'all.
when your dreams become nightmares, give up. Okay.
All right, man.
It wasn't a dream anymore. All right, we could
All
talk
right.
about that for a whole nother hour.
Right.
But
Let
yeah.
let us know. Let us know if you want to talk about music too.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk
Lifted
about. You know,
Blacks.
we can talk about family.
Do you like the name? How weird is the name? That's something I'm curious about. If you
Yeah.
made it to the end, I really care about your opinion on this.
Yeah.
Do you care about the name? Is Lifted Blacks like too
Does it sound weird?
off-putting?
Because there's a photography term, right?
Yeah.
Lifting the blacks, lifted blacks.
That's what we're trying to like play off of. Also, we're black, obviously. So there's that.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to be like off-putting to like we're not referring to ourselves as the blacks. Like that's weird.
Yeah.
Which is something
We're not the lifted blacks.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like it's only it's just us and the dozen. So like it's not
Yeah.
too late to change it. So let us know. I don't know. Let us know.
Why don't we call our fans the blacks?
The dozen blacks.
Yeah, man.
All right.
And if you have questions or anything, or comments or concerns, leave them in the comments.
We can give mediocre advice to a wide range of stuff.
Exactly. If you want to know about floors, or painting, or being under the house, what that's like,
Dealing with existential crises.
let us know. We'll be in there.
Got you.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Are you serious?
It was just on though, so it hasn't been off.
Does that mean you just didn't record the last bit?
Yeah.
Wow.
The audio was still going though.
I guess you could just say the audio turned off. I don't see people just watching it.
Yeah.
I wonder how far I got though.
That's crazy. I hope it's saved.
Otherwise, we could just put out the audio. We could just post the audio on the YouTube channel. Yeah, works best. At this moment,
Yeah, I got it. I don't know where. Oh yeah, so I got when I put my hand on your shoulder. It like just turned off.
yeah, you just gonna have to post it. I think I look weird.
Think you look weird?
Yeah, that's just
Why it looks weird?
I'm super tired. I think my eyes look proper. My eyes running that far back? Yeah, I don't care. Whatever. That's cool. This is high energy, bro. I'd be so tired after.